Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday money for Money Monday. It is the 10th of June. Man, crazy. Almost halfway through the month already here. And next thing you know, it'll be July, and then it'll be the Hall of Fame game in August, and preseason's over, and college football's here. It's NFL, it's bowl games, it's Super Bowl's over, conference tournaments, it's baseball season. You're complaining that there's no football to bet. So look at that. It's already 2025. Wow, that went fast. Anyway, welcome on in to the show here. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. If you're just popping in after the weekend, or maybe just in after Sunday, either way, you can do something to help me out. Give me a follow on the Twitter X World at Mr. Sean Higgs, and like on the YouTube channels, Winning Free Picks, and of course my personal Sean Higgs. Follow, like, subscribe, notifications on if you want to do that. Super duper. We did a Marcos Minute last night on the Late Show. We'll do it again today because there's 7 baseball games and then hockey and then NBA. Not much going on there, so we'll run them all down for you. Yesterday show, we just had a quick little Marcos Minute. I was going out to lunch with the fam, so it was a quick kind of show there. What are you going to do? Let's talk about what we're going to do today. And we got some winners ready to roll out for you here. And then what? Maybe I'm thinking about coming back later today. I know I said this. It's been a minute. I'm like, I got to get some baseball cards on, but I really have to do some baseball cards to get rid of. So I'll probably do those either early evening or like I'll do it for a late night money kind of thing, look at lines kind of thing. We'll do some cards. We'll go over the schedule, or maybe I'll just do all 3. Maybe I'll do some cards after dinner, and then for look at lines, we'll come back for the late show and just do that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You never know what the day brings you. It's craziness out here. It's crazy time. All right, let's talk about some Major League Baseball action. We're going to do some free picks here. I'm just seeing how my totals are because I got a total up in the chat, so I just want to be ready. I'm pretty sure I'm 59 and 40. That is correct, 60%. All right, let's get to free picks, player props. Then we'll run down a Marcos Minute for my guy Marcos, who doesn't come in for the last week, but I don't mind. It's all right. I'm not throwing Marcos under the bus. Let's go. Let's giddy, gumdrop, go. All of the picks are up on the X. They're there now. I'm going to put them in the comments section as well for those on the YouTube channels or the Facebook. There'll be 2 separate ones since there's a bunch of ribby props for the crew today. So there is that. I'm ready to rock in some ribbos. Got a bunch of them. We're either going to make a ton or we'll be back to 0 today. We'll see how it works out. That's baseball, Susan. If you know who that is, super. 95 and 95 plus 510 here with the free picks in midday money. Talked about these last night. We'll do it again. Twinkies on the run line, minus 105. Brew Crew run line, plus 175. San Fran over versus your Houston Astros over the 8 in, I want to call Candlestick. It's not there anymore. It'll always be Candlestick to me where the Giants play. Player props, all ribbos. We got a bunch. Let's start out in this Minnesota game. We got a Minnesota run line. So why not have some ribbies? Carlos Correa plus 140. Royce Lewis 135. Jeffers 135. Castro 215. Kirilov 195 and Amargo 210. I loaded these up earlier. I'm not sure what the lineup was. I got extra guys in there possibly. It happens. We just cross them out. They don't start. Yelich for the Brew Crew plus 165. Hoskins plus 145. My young guy, Sally Doggies. Sally Dogs, Ralph Frelick plus 255. Willie Adame 145. Seattle, Supersonic. Anybody know JJ Fad, Supersonic? Anyway, Seattle Mariners, not the Supersonics. Cal Raleigh, 145. Rojas, 235. And our guy J Rod, plus 155. Hanginger and France did not have Ribby props posted, or else I would have threw them into the show here because, as I said last night, the Fed dog bad on the road. Gives up all the runs on the road. Speaking of the Fed dog, we'll start with these guys here. Well, Marcos minute up. Seattle was a 240 spot last night, and it's currently down to a 200. Run line is plus 105. People coming in on the Feddy. Don't be fooled. The guy's bad on the road. He's bad on the road. He's bad on the road. There's the Stros and the Giants. This line is now a 115. Again, let's run and fade Arrighetti. That's the talking point here, right? Oh, this guy's terrible. Look at this. If you look at his ERA, bad. Yes, he doesn't look sexy because he's a 4-inning pitcher. He doesn't really go that far. You look at him like, you got to fade him here. Okay, well, you're down from a 115. Now you're basically at even money at plus 103. Do you want to really jump in on a Giant team plus 103? I don't know about that. But here comes our guy Arrighetti. 1 runs, 0 runs, 3-4-2. Not terrible. He had a 5 spot. He had a 2 spot, a 4 and a 2, and a 7. So 10 games. Again, you look at it like you see a 5.79 ERA, 7 runs in 3 innings. It's going to jack you up a bit. 4 runs in 3 innings. It looks bad. His first starts were 3, 4, and 3 innings. Not good. Not good when you go 10 innings and give up 13 runs. But since then, I mean, the 5 is bad, but 2, 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, that's like 3 runs a game. You're going to go 5 plus and give up 3 runs a game. It is not as bad as it seems, right? Everyone just wants to run. You got to go this. He's going to give up some runs, sure, but he has improved a little bit over his last few starts. So there is that. Don't run, just fade Arrighetti. The Sox, again, Feddy and Gilbert. I mentioned Feddy's on the road, gives up all the runs. Oakland and the Padres. Here we go. Joey Estes and Dylan Cease. This would be a Padre run line play for me here. The A's, to me, again, I like Cease. Padres offense is a little, I don't love it, but you want to get even money. This was plus 115 last night. Now, again, I got plus 105 here. It is now to basically even money in some spots, even a minus 105. So no one's having faith in Oakland, and I tend to agree here. I'm not loving the A's to get it done here. Jay's in the Brew Crew. I said last night, if you like Barrios, if you like Ray, whoever you like in this squad, just go run line. It's a pick 'em. If they're minus 5s both ways, you can get Toronto a plus 155 minus 1.5, or we got the big Brew Crew here at a plus 175. Actually, I see a 180 for them here. So I think whatever side you like in this game, you go run line. Get the bigger payday. Yanks and Royals, right? Everybody's going to be on the Royals here. Yanks off a Sunday night win. Look at this. We beat the Dodgers. Yay. Now we're 1-2 our last 3 games. Lugo's pitched well. Rodon's been really good. I said last night, I was doing another show, and someone brought up Rodon versus Kansas City last year, where he gave up 8 runs without even getting out first inning. Is Rodon that pitcher? He's been solid all year. He's healthy. He looks good. Don't worry about that. the spot here is if you want the Royals is because it is a bad spot for the Royals. They do have a guy on the hill in Lugo who's pitching great. They are the best home record or second best home record in baseball at home. That's why you kind of look to take the Royals. The Rockies and the Twinkies. Here you go. We got this run line here. We got a bunch of ribbies in this matchup. Hudson and Paddock. It's a 230, so it's gone up. Makes sense. Nobody likes the Rockies. And the O's on the road here, wrapping up a series versus Tampa Bay. Corbin Burns, Ryan Peepo for Tampa Bay. This was there's only 1-7. I thought for sure this would come down from 7.5. It's still hanging tough at 7.5. Burns laying a 135 spot, run line plus 125 if you want to do that. This was a 150 again last night. A 150. Do as you will. Do as you will. You could do Earl style. O's run line. Betting them every game this year. Knock yourselves out. Let's put the plays up again. Let's hit the chitty chat. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Eric. Rose Moneyline, just talking about that. Yep. Brio's in the house, Facebooking it up. Brio with the like. Davis and Dennis all checking in Facebook. So thank you, fellas. Mr. Hill finally made a show on time. Listen, even if you're late, it's okay. You could always hit the like button after the fact. You can leave a comment after the fact, and you could always listen. YouTube or in podcast form. Maybe listen to podcasts. We got a podcast. I tell this all the time. I'll just so the podcast. I'll open up like 6 windows on different things and just run my podcast for like a month. It's great to get a $9.80 deposit in your account. Smashing the like button. I love it. T-Money's in, dropping some gold. Qatar on the money line. Afghanistan tie, no bet, plus 750 tomorrow. Afghanistan. I saw your message, T-Money. Afghanistan was 60-1, and now it is now 8-1. The Afghanis. Desmond. Good morning, Sean and the chat. Welcome in. Like number 7. There you go. Let's get those likes up. Those are rookie numbers. Dave says, my bet hit yesterday. Texas Rangers money line, Phoenix Mercury. Mavericks pushed at the 7. Take it. That's what? A 2-in-1 day with a push? Enjoy it. That's a winner. Yankees avoided the sweep against the Dodgers. $30 winner in your pocket as an underdog. There is our YouTube channels, Winning Free Picks, Sean Higgs, Facebook in the house. Dave says, get the pen out. I love when Dave says, get the pen out. Yesterday, the pen was out on the Mavericks, plus 7. Today, we're going KC money line, Twins money line, Seattle run line. Here we go. Dave says, a triple play of action with the pen. That's just the same with me, Dave. 55 plus 7 on the Mavs. Westgate Superbook player points for Starbucks. There you go. Michael B's in the house. Ninja's here. Maybe may have stopped missing free throws. Ninja, you know my feeling on free throws. Rob Franklin, Jordan Love Fan Club president. Rob, how you feeling about your Packers? I think they lose in week 1 here to Philadelphia. That's my thought. Just my thought. 10 wins is a lot for the season. Desmond says exactly. Brewers money line. See, Rob, I was saying earlier when I came in, if you watched maybe you saw my little Marcos minute, we ran them down. This game here to me, whatever side you like, I think you do a run line, you get a better payday. That's how I roll. That's why I'm 173 and 158, and I'm up 2 dimes because I take crazy stuff like this. Michael B. Good night with the Mariners and Yankee money line winners. Ramos total bases did not cash. Dallas trifecta hit, but I did lose full game. Terrible. They got to, and of course they're down 0-2. They come home 1.5 point fave, 2 point fave first half, 125 money line. I want to take the Mavs money line here at home. You think they get 1? They have to score. And as bad as they've looked, sometimes shooting the ball, okay, let's chalk up a little defense for Boston. Boston does not look good. Is that Boston not playing good, or is that Dallas plays a little defense themselves? So again, I think this is gonna. I thought this game would be six, someone winning, maybe seven with Dallas winning. I still think we could get six here, a 4-2 kind of the Celtic thing. Um, I don't know. This they have again, just because they have to win doesn't mean they're gonna win. But I would sort of think Dallas wins a game at home here. Royals team total of 3.5 versus Rodon. I don't hate it because I like the Royals here. I just think it's a good spot for them. They're home. They're off a bad game, and they win at home. This is big week for the Royals. Yankees and Dodgers this week for them. David says Houston to win. The Stros over the Giants. I'm not hating this with Arrighetti. I ran down the stats. The guy's going to go 5 1/3, 5 2/3, give up 3 runs. He's going to keep you in it. Can you score? Can Houston score? Rob says Royals first five money line, White Sox first five plus a half. I don't like that. Go look at Fetty on the road. In fact, I keep saying that, but you know what, everybody? You don't have to. I'm here. Let me pop up Fetty's road stats here. Let's see. At Cubbies, 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 6 hits. At St. Louis, 4 1/3 innings, 5 earned runs allowed, 5 walks allowed. At Minnesota, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. A good outing there. Fine. At Kansas City, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 run. I mean, at Cleveland, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 runs. 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 homers. So 5, 6, 7, 12, 15 runs allowed on the road. 15 runs allowed on the road. I mean, not good. He's only allowed 28. Half of his runs on the road. Bad. Bad, bad. We'll bring up the official splits. Here we go. 7 starts on the road. How about this? 6 starts at home, a .95 ERA, a 194 batting average against, and a .89 WHIP. 4 runs in 38 innings. On the road, 24 runs, 23 earned on the season in 7 starts. I just gave you a couple starts over his last 10. 23 in 36 innings, 39 hits. 39 hits of 15 walks. That's a 1.5 WHIP. I don't care how bad Seattle is hitting, and you look at the offense, be like, wow, they're not hitting the ball at home, wherever. The offense is struggling, right? For Seattle, we say this. They're still 21-11 at home. They've still put together some wins of late. Do we really want to take a team, as I just said, or a pitcher, 24 runs in 30-something innings? White Sox are a loser. Michael B. Drop 2 units on the Mavericks money line. -120 line movement in this game is crazy. +7.5 to a +1.5, -1.5. 9 point for home court. Give me Dallas. That I was like, what are you talking about? 7.5 to 1. I thought it was like a 6. Give me Dallas. They'll get the calls at home, and the role players will contribute. I agree. The overreaction. You figure, 1.5. I thought maybe the line would be 3 because they're home, and they're not bad at home. Right? They've won some games. I don't know. I'm 30-19 is not terrible. It's not 44-6 Boston Celtics style, but Dallas has one at home in the playoffs. Well, what are they? 1-1, 2-1. I mean, they got some wins here, and they had one on the road prior to not showing up in Boston. It would be a money line. I'd play the 125 here or 120. Dave says Baltimore's wins and the under 7.5. Says Chipper. Is that what that is? I'm guessing with the chip there, Davis. Yankees minus 125 a quarter for 20, $45. I'll take the $20. I'm not going to complain about picking $20 up off the street. Michael B. Kansas City first five is even money. Full games plus 115. Fighting Yanks off Sunday night in the LA series. Again, that would be the way to look at it. But also, I think as a statement that is, and we've talked about that in a lot of series coming off Sunday night games. Can we get a little credit to Kansas City being 24-11 at home? I mean, Luco's been excellent. If we're going to give Suarez all his due and Rodon and Gill and whoever else is having monster first halves, can Lugo and the Royals get a little credit? I didn't finish that, Mike. I'm sorry. We got who else? Twins over. Giant. All right. So you like the Giants against Arrighetti? I'm not. I like the over. I don't know about that. I think Arrighetti. I think people just assume he's going to go 3 innings, leave up 7 runs. Twinkies over. Well, I got the Twinkie Ribby prop, so I hope that goes. Paddock's the truck, and so is the Rogers bullpen. The Rockies bullpen. Well, I got a bunch of Ribby props here for Minnesota, so I'm expecting some runs. Rob says the Orioles on the run line. That's where I'd want to be. I don't want to lay a 140. It was 150. It's 135 now. Plus 125 with Bernsey on the hill. I don't hate it, Rob. Davis says the Yankees win. Fade Tim Earl. Here we go. Here comes the hate to Tim Earl. Mr. Met himself. How is he? Is he reeling okay? I know he's an ECU guy. Not sure how they're doing in college baseball. But you want to fade Timothy Earl. He likes the Royals, I'm guessing. But he's also like me, though, Davis. So you got some Royal Future win tickets. So in a spot like this, again, the Yankees, big bad Yankees, small fave. Everyone likes them. Michael B. NHL is going to bet the Panthers, but the line movement's crazy. All my samples show the world's on Carolina. The line is plummeting. Probably going to be on the Oilers. I don't know. This would be a Panther play, because think about this for a second. They played terrible in the first game, right? I mean, let's be honest. You get outshot at home 32-18. You win the game 3-0. I know Edmonton is desperate, but on the same token, do you think Florida wants to go on a road tied, not playing good? I don't know. Desmond is looking at Michael's place. Kevin's in the house. Will Hurley go to LA? I don't think it's a good spot for him to go to LA. But here's the thing. They're going to offer him the world. You're going to get however 10 million, whatever he's going to get to coach. Coach a bad team. I know the Laker lovers here will lose their minds. It's a bad team. LeBron is old. You're wasting a first round pick so LeBron's son could come here. He's terrible. He's terrible. The guy averaged 3 points in college, had a heart attack because LeBron's pumping with steroids. Stop it. It's not a good team. Then, granted, the college, you could say what you got left to prove and nil and portals, and it's go to the NBA. This guy, I don't know. I don't see him being an NBA coach. Especially with LeBron. LeBron dictates who's a coach, and then he complains about the coach, and it's always the coach's fault, never LeBron's fault. You're in Connecticut, which is, I'm in Connecticut, as opposed to LA. What's LA got? All I see on Twitter is a bunch of homeless people on the road living in tents and high taxes. Well, Connecticut's got high taxes, but he's a Jersey guy. He's from he's from around there. Is it worth it? I don't know if it's worth it. I'm not a Laker fan. I don't know their cap situations. I know the thought process is that they're getting Donovan Mitchell or Kevin Durant's coming to play there, or Who's the other guy who can't shoot? Steph Curry. Uh, I'm staying at UConn. But from what his tweet said, I've all that I've accomplished here, and it sounds like he's gonna take the money and run. See how that works out. Michael B. Plays I'm considering today. O's money line and the under parlay, 2-1 odds. Okay, I don't hate that. The Burns just pitched well. Peepo's pitched well. I get it. Mariners White Sox first five over 3.5. This is too low. I ran down the Fetty numbers, and I'm a Fetty home guy. On the road, no thank you. Yanks Royals over, huh? We're gonna see some offense there in KC. Ball's flying out. Faft's in the house. What do you say, Faft? Here we go. Todd's here. Todd, I'm prepared, my guy. Good to see you. Hey, people, been a while. Take it. Seattle run line. Yes. San Diego run line. Yes. Minnesota over. Yes. Colorado money line. Okay, interesting there. I don't know about that one. I got Minnesota run line in the chat here. Minus 105 and a lot of ribby props on the Twinkies. Reverse run line for Colorado. Not only you think Colorado is going to win this one. Well, I'll tell you what. If Colorado, I don't mind losing run line Minnesota if Colorado wins run line. If this game is like 12-8 and I get a bunch of ribbies. So KC money line, home doggy, best record in baseball, and San Fran under. Wow, we're against each other. I got a San Fran over here in the chat. San Fran over, Twins run line. Thanks, Todd. Michael B. You thought this would be a Dallas -3? I thought they were going to be a short dog. I thought it was going to be a +1. Home court's worth a few points. I thought maybe 2.5, 3. I don't know. Breggy playing for Houston. I do not have the lineup, Rob. Let me pull up some Roto Wire here and see what we got here. It says he's expected to play. I don't know. I don't have any official lineups as of 12:36. Mel's in the house, holding a 155 ticket on Florida to win the Cup. Took the Game 1 series double. We need this one, Mel, because it didn't come through in the other series. I think you're all right in this one. T-Money. If the Mavs keep playing like hot crap, doesn't that show even more how great LeBron is? He is Kyrie and slow-moving K-Love, and Cleveland wins the championship. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I watched Kyrie drain the game-winning 3 with a minute to go in that game. I mean, really. That was Kyrie 10 years older. Stop your nonsense. Seems Luka and kids are starting to get the most out of Kyrie. He looks awful, and yes, I know it's also on him. Again, you're in Boston, bad games, whatever the case may be. If he comes out and lays a clunker here at home, it'd be one thing. And you can be like, wow, Kyrie didn't show up. Choke. If he comes in here and they win this game and he has a good game, can you give Boston plays defense? Can you give them a little credit? I mean, both teams aren't playing good. You think Boston's playing good, averaging 105 points a game? If anybody scored for Dallas other than Luka, would this game could be 1-1? No. Dallas can't do it. They can't even hit free throws. Michael B. Talk me into just betting the first 5 over Mariners White Sox. I gave you the numbers on Fetty. Bad. Panthers regulation. I like the Panthers today too, Rob. The play for tonight is race to 5 shots on goal. Edmonton even money. I don't hate it. They got to come out and be aggressive. They're down 0-1. That being said, I think Florida wants to be a little aggressive too because you're not gonna win games on the road that you're winning at home and you're getting outshot and outplayed like that and scoring 3-0 wins. So I think I think the race to five, I th- that's even. What's it on the other side? I'm sorry, the Lakers are a good team. I I know you thought the Lakers were winning a championship this year. You said that. You said after they beat Denver that they were winning a championship. They couldn't beat Denver. Um, you think this is a good team? They need players to make the team good, and they're wasting a pick on LeBron's son so he doesn't leave. That's not good for the team. That's why they're a bubble team and a play-in game team. That's why they had to say, "Oh, the Lakers are so crappy. We need the in-season tournament to make them feel good and get people to watch because they're the Lakers because we know they're not going to go anywhere against good teams in a real playoff." Come on, Team Money. Stop it. Jeff's in the house. I am good. You're out killing the bugs. We love Jeff popping in when you get the free minute. Stay cool out there, my friend. Team Money. I agree, though, Sean. It's a joke adding Bronny has zero defense for it. It's terrible. And in the fact that it's like, oh, I'm not going to go visit any other team. If I'm at, first of all, you're cheering for the Lakers to take them in the first round because you're laughing. They got no salary cap. They're taking a guy who's a G League player at best to make his dad feel good. And then and then you think that Hurley should come play for this team when the guy dictates, we want the team better, but I want my son here who's crap. And that's not a knock. I mean, he's better than me. He's probably better than a lot of people. But in the NBA, in the draft, and this is a terrible draft, he's not good. But that's what you're in LA for because this guy wants to say, take my son. Let's bring in these players I want on my team. I want this coach. Where are you? Playing game. Losing first round in the playoffs. Right. We're not drafting Bronny. They're taking him. Yeah. He had a heart attack. Oh, he had a cardiac issue in November. What did he have, Desmond? The guy had a heart attack. Michael B. Giants are coming home from a road trip, but they arrested half the team yesterday. Used none of their high leverage bullpen arms. Stros use all their top bullpen guys. I think Harrison is better than Spaghetti. I'm not saying he isn't. Harrison is a high prospect. Arrighetti is what he is. But I ran down his numbers. He's 5+ innings and like 3 runs, basically. You take out he had the 7 runs in his first start in 3 innings, and then like 4 and 4, something like that. The ERA is skewed a bit. But 5+3 runs, hey, I was in an argument, not an argument. We're going back and forth a little bit on Twitter, and someone was saying like, "Oh, baseball pitchers, base pitchers today are so much better than they were. That's why they're getting rid of the shifts and this and that for the hitters." Are you kidding me? These pitchers are terrible. The pitchers are terrible. The hitters are worse because they're taught that striking out and exit velocity and launch angles matter instead of putting a barrel on the ball and driving it. But 5 runs, 3 innings, I'll take that from a fourth starter. The problem is for the Stros with the way they're going. I mean, this guy's like their number 2 man in rotation. They got problems. Again, take the over. Rob says, "Yep." You're agreeing with me? I'll be happy when Brontosaurus leaves the Lakers. Where's he going? Where's that guy going? What team's he going to? Where is he going to chase another ring? He's going to go join D Wade for a wing, right? Let's go see D Wade and get me my first ring. I got to go to a guy who's already been a champion because I can't do it myself. That's what he did. Then he goes back with Kyrie and Love and wins one. And then he wins one in a bubble, the joke bubble. The guy's great. I'm not going to argue one bit. But he left And like KD, zero respect for KD too. KD had the Warriors beat. Draymond kicked Steven Adams in the nuts. Adams gets suspended instead of Draymond. They had him beat. They should have went to the finals again. No. I'm gonna run to go join a guy who wins. You know what? You're a loser. You want to be second fiddle, and the crazy thing was KD's better than Curry on those teams that won. It's ridiculous. I hope that Clay doesn't jump ship to the Lakers. That would be a nice pickup for the Lakers. A guy who could score off the bench. The best is he goes there. Oh, the hype on the Lakers. That's great. More love for the Nuggets, the Mavs, the Thunder, the Timberwolves, the Clippers, everybody else. I'll be betting but the Lakers with that crap. Team money. Hurley, no doubt, is going to take the Laker job. LA is trying to decide how to add Bronny to the team. I mean, I get taking the Laker job. There's what, 32? How many coaching jobs, right? Any NFL, baseball. There's just so many available. Of course, you take it when they're going to give you 10, 15 million or something. You think LeBron, he's going to come in there and LeBron's going to tell him what to do? How's that going to work out? Remember when LeBron won a championship with the European coach and then they fired him the next year because LeBron didn't like him? And then where'd the baby go? He left again. No, he needs to be in charge. Why are you going there with that team? Terrible. Todd taking chances, taking Seattle win by more. No, he's not. Team money. Look at the Fetty numbers. Go look at the Fetty road numbers. 24 runs in 30-something innings. The guy can't pitch on the road. They're brutal. He has a .95 ERA at home, a 180 batting average against at home, but yet we split up here. Hi, let's go to the road. 570 ERA, 265 batting average against, a 150 WHIP. Again at home, 194 batting average against, and .89 WHIP. 36 innings, 39 hits, 15 walks, 24 runs scored. Yeah. 7 games, 5 home runs. 20. Guy gives, no, terrible. You could back Fetty all you want. Loser. Rob says, last thing Lakers needs another old guy does is not what he used to be. Yeah. They should go after Kawhi. Bring in Kawhi and Klay Thomas. There you go. Klay and Kawhi. They still have Chris Paul and Westbrook. The fabulous team. Go after Al Horford, another 38-year-old player. Michael B. I'm liking the KC Yankee over because the Yanks are 7-1 to the over and Rodon's road starts. KC 10-1 to the over. Last 11 at home. Top 2 offensive teams in baseball, and both teams use their bullpens up. I get it. But again, top teams in baseball offensively, I think the Yankees are a fugazi top offense. Fake offense. It's terrible. It's an offense of peaks and valleys when they're hot. I want to see him against good pitching. I mean, you saw him against good pitching this weekend. Had to go. They lost 2 out of 3. They lost 2 out of 3 versus good pitching. 2-1, 11-3, and 6-4. I mean, we really got to go Yanks versus guys who pitch well. When's the last time they faced a good pitcher? I mean, they lost to Griffin Canning, who's pitching well. 2-1 win over Tim Anderson, who's pitching well. 5-2 against Musgrove. 4-1 versus Cease. 8-0 versus Darvish. He went on the injured list after that. I mean, this is a good offense. 5-0, 7-3, 6-3 loser, 5-4 loser. 4-5, 4-5. There's a 10 spot in a bullpen game versus the Rays. Be fooled by this offense. Be fooled by this offense, Michael B. Reginald, White Sox money line. No, the Fetty love, please, on the road. Orioles money line, I don't hate it. Giants at home, I don't hate it. Mel, we already cashed Oilers to win 2 rounds at plus 165. Yes, it did, and here they are in the final. But didn't you have them? Wasn't it to who was the other team you had to win game one? Or maybe it was that, but they lost game one. Ricketts is in the house. Good to see our guy Ricketts popping in. Hopefully, you see him more as football season approaches. Bill says Team Money, gentleman's sweep is coming. Should be 4-1. 4-2 would be make the series go a little longer. Michael says, oh my goodness, the Laker LeBron fans are nuts. What does the series have to do with them? They're terrible. Lakers are crap. Another first round exit next year. Jay's Brew Crew Faft. I like the Brewers run line plus 175. Player props in the house. Follow the player prop for more player props and some college baseball parlays. Smashing the like button. Do the Celtics sweep? No. Desmond is laughing at Rob. Player prop says UConn head coach of the Lakers. We just went over all that. You were probably here when we were talking about that. Team says, I'm going to show on baseball players from the past are better, but NBA players today are better overall than in the past. Not tougher, but more skilled. More skilled in what? Free throw shooting? No. Dribbling and 15-point jump shots, mid-range jumpers? No. I guess they're skilled when they're just launching threes from all over and dunking or whatever. I don't know that they're more skilled. The funny thing is that these guys are in peak physical condition, but yet they need more days off. They're hurt more in a less physical league. How can you say that? Michael B. LeBron's getting drafted is crazy. 6'1" can't shoot. I mean, is there anything else who could get drafted in the first round of professional sports just because they're their dad's kid? I don't know. Maybe is Tom Brady's kid going in the first round as a quarterback? MLB's been making me money. You and me both, player prop. T-Y says, Rob, how are you a Laker fan? LeBron leaves, we'll be back picking number one. You can't love LA wanting LeBron gone. Stop saying he's perfect. He's not. We know that. We're not saying he's perfect, but the fact of the matter is, Team Money, he wants to get involved in a front office. If that's the case, freaking retire or go buy a team. You're not a GM. You're a terrible GM. You're a terrible coach picker. Go through his coaches. How many coaches has this guy had? It's always the coach's fault with the best player on the floor. How the hell is that? Come on. Stop, Gio. Let's get it today. Yes, Gio. How are you? Anybody know what books are still offering NBA Finals MVP prop? Probably. Oh, I don't know. Hurley draft the center from UConn to have Twin Towers with AD. Twin Towers. It'll be like the Lone Freedom Tower standard in New York because AD's going to play 51 games. Stop Gio says, the joke is a little baby and thinks he can look coach, retire, and go screw up some more teams with their personal decisions. He's a terrible personnel guy. Terrible. It'd be one thing if he was Michael Jordan said, listen, I need a guy to get rebounds. They go out and get Dennis Rodman. Simple. LeBron thinks he's a coach. I love when he got pictures of LeBron reading a book, and every picture of him reading a book, the book's upside down. The guy doesn't even know how to read. Get team money on that. So you can still get props. Finals. Tatum minus 125. Luka plus 550. Rob says they ought to just make LeBron the coach, but then he'd get to blame. No, he'd find someone else to blame. We're looking for the book. Bovada. Bet US. Oh, my goodness. What is going on here? All right. Michael, not saying the Yanks are great offense. Let's go by numbers. No, I understand that. Somehow the Brewers have a great offense. I don't know how that works. I'm not seeing it. FanDuel, DK, don't have it. It's probably up there somewhere. Mel says they lost game one series with Winnipeg and Dallas. Third time's a charm, Mel. Third time's a charm. Got to bounce. You take care as well, Faf. Good seeing you. Stop. Thanks for popping in. T-Money says, Warrior fans have 4 years of history and have the nerve to talk about Lakers fans. A real team with actual history just had to chuckle. I agree, T-Money, with that one. And they're not even the best teams. The best teams the Warriors had were with Hardaway, Richmond, and Chris Mullin back in the day. Yes, the goat emoji. Appreciate it, Faf. Have a nice day. I can't even look at those books other than Cali. No legal sports betting. Any player from the mid-'90s would just whip any athlete to LeBron's great. Then he talked Bird would take LeBron to school. Yeah, some of the '90s guys were really good. Defense is hard, and kids today don't do it. That's for sure. They don't like doing hard stuff. Michael B, have a good one. Desert says Seattle Yankees Oilers tonight. Have a good day. Fade Fetty. Nick Nancy says unbelievable. So much LeBron hate is a beast. That's not the point. That he's awesome. The point is he wants to make the team. He's a terrible GM. He's terrible. Your son could go undrafted and they could just pick him up as a free agent. If you want the team better, you don't draft your kid in the first round or the second round. Nobody's drafting him. Nobody's wasting a pick on him but the Lakers. And they're going to waste a first-round pick on him. What is that? So his dad doesn't leave? But yeah, people get upset with him. I wonder why. Rob says, I can be a Laker fan and keep it 100. I call like I say, nothing worse than a fan that screams we're winning a championship every year and we're barely making the play-in. Thank you, Rob. That is, and I don't like to jump on Team Money. I give Team Money his due. I appreciate Team Money. But comes to the Lakers, holy cow. Been saying that since I started the show 3 years ago about his Lakers winning it all. Almost as bad as Mr. Numbers with the Knicks this year. Holy cow. Now I got to get it with the Yankees for Mr. Numbers. Be lucky if they make the playoffs. Mr. Hill, Orioles run line with Burnsio, right? Panthers puck line going for the big payday. I get it. Brew Crew game over. I got a bunch of ribbies. So, yes, Twins game over. Again, I'm loaded up ribby props. Speaking of which, I'll do Ricketts and I'll run down my ribbos. Ricketts says, it's a money grab, number one. You get way more than if you get drafted. Oh, obviously. But here's the thing. LeBron's kid needs money. I get you want to do stuff on your own, not have your dad give you everything. But if you want to win, LeBron, what's going to happen? The Lakers, somehow everything lines up and the world ends next year because the Lakers win a championship. LeBron retires. His son is still there. Bronny Jr. is there, and then he's not signed or he goes to the G League and released. Come on. It's a waste of a pick. Sign him as a free agent. He doesn't need money. All right, Twinkies run line today, minus 105. Brew Crew run line, plus 175. Giants over the 8. The props, 92, 136, plus 1865, and we are firing away. We got a minigun ready to rock here today. Minnesota Ribbies, Correa 140, Lewis 135, Jeffers 135, Castro 215, Kirilov 195, Margot 210, Milwaukee Yelich a plus 165, Hoskin 145, Fralick 255, Adame 145, Seattle, Calrelli 135, Rojas 235, and J-Rod. Get it done, Rodriguez. Please. Pretend you're A-Rod. Juice up. Do something. Start producing. Andres, let's go and get this money. That is what we do in the show. Plus money in baseball, plus money in props, plus money in NBA. No thank you hockey. We got money in our pockets. Got a lion in my pocket and I'm ready to roar. There's another song quote. If you got it, leave a comment. I'm out of here. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already. Notification bells if you want to really jump into the stuff. I will see you.